Welcome to Liberia College of Fashion YouTube sewing channel. Today we want to learn how to take accurate body measurement parameters. When you know what to take and how to take those measurement parameters on the human form, then we're able to eliminate major fitting problems in garment production. Today we'll be taking those measurement parameters in accordance with our understanding of the human body structure. I already have a video on that, and if you are new to my channel or you are yet to watch my video, I'll put the link in the description box below. Kindly do watch and don't forget to subscribe, and as you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified the next time I upload new videos. Now, to take accurate measurement parameters, I'll be calling on one of my students, already a known face on this channel. We start by first tying a tiny rope around the natural waistline this way so that we can know the demarcation between the upper torso and the lower torso. So for your client, just get a tiny rope and tie and let the client adjust so that the rope drops and sits well on the natural waistline. Then the first measurement to be taken will be on the bodies. So we start off by taking our full shoulder measurement, or some people call it the across back, and the best way to take is to take it on the back this way. So I'll be placing it from the tip of the shoulder line, from the beginning of the shoulder line this way to the other side. So this is how to take your across back, your full shoulder measurement this way. Then since as we approach the underarm is slightly curved inward, we need to take our back width measurement, and we'll be taking that from this crease to the other crease. So we'll measure it this way, and most times it's smaller than the shoulder. Of course, since as you come from here, it reduces. So our back width is taken from that crease to this crease, just like without having to bend the tape measure. So having done this, on the back is you tilt the shoulder, the neck point, so that you can get the point at which we'll be taking our back length. Back length is usually different from front length, and that's why we have this rope tied to the natural waistline. So I'll place my tape measure this way, and I'll measure like this as our back length, just on the rope as the back length, which is from shoulder to the waistline on the back piece. That is what we need for the back piece. On the front piece, we'll start off by tilting the neck again so that we can get the line to start to place our tape measure. I'll be measuring to get our front length. We have measured the back length, so we start off this way by taking the front length measurement, and make sure your tape measure passes over the fullest part of the bust this way to the front length, where that tiny rope is as our front length. And at the same time, use that opportunity to take your bust point length, which is the highest point of the bust. So from this same point now, we'll be taking our bust point length, which will be the fullest part of the bust, which helps us to locate our apex. So with this tape measure being placed this way, we can use this opportunity again to take our under bust measurements. So we'll place it and get the under bust line this way, and that's the under bust measurement. So those are the measurement parameters you take lengthwise. On the front, we first take the front length, we take the bust point length, which is your apex, likewise the under bust length. Now, the measurement parameters we will need to take across will be the front width. Just like we did the back width, we need the front width, so that as we are approaching the underarm from the shoulder, we know by how many inches we are coming inward. So we'll not be basing it upon an assumption. So from this same crease here to this other crease, you take your measure, and you don't need to bend the tape measure this way, no. All you need to do, just place it straight on like this, front width, and whatever value you get, you record it down. Again, we need to take from the bust point to the other bust point, which some people call the bust distance, or nipple to nipple. So you just place your tape measure this way and also measure that measurement. Then we now need to take our round bust measurement, which is the fullest part. Now we are taking this all round the circumference. Now we'll place it this way to get the bust circumference. So these are our bust measurements all round. At the same time, we need to get our round under bust measurement, which will be required whenever you want to contour. So you place your tape measure here and get the round bust measurement. So those are measurement parameters we need to take around the bodies, and you can see that they are all in accordance with the body structure. Again, for the upper limb and the sleeve, all you need to do is take your round sleeve measurement this way. This is where you take the round sleeve, not on the arm, this way, like this, the round sleeve, your biceps. Then you can also measure this way, placing the arm this way so that we can get the real measurement, because you know it's upper limb, your muscle contracts and relaxes at that point. So it's best to place it this way and get the measurement. They also need to measure your wrist, and in measuring wrist, we do not measure wrist this way, except one is making shape. But since we are learning how to take accurate measurements to draft our pattern, and we need to do it rightly. So the best way to take our wrist measure is to place the arm this way and place your tape measure so that whatever you are drafting will actually be able to pass through. So this is how to take wrist measurements like this. So we are done with the bodies, and likewise for the upper limbs. Now, for the skirt part, we are going to be starting our skirts right from this line, which is the demarcation of the upper torso and the lower torso. So we'll be placing our tape measure this way, and of course we are going to be having the same waist circumference like the body. So this is the waist for the skirt, and for the hip measurements, we'll be placing it here around the fullest part of the hip line this way, making sure that it's well balanced. So this is how you measure the hip this way. And again, we need to measure the length. We'll be starting from this line. We can measure up to the knee or the floor level. For gowns, we'll be placing our tape measure this way across the fullest part of the bust to our desired length, whether just short length on the knee, 3/4, or the full length. So those are the measurement parameters, and you have been shown how to go about taking them on the woman form. When you follow those steps, you are good to go in drafting your pattern and making garments that are without fitting problems. Has this video been helpful? Kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you get notified the next time I upload new video on this channel. Until my next video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.
La Perry College of Fashion, raising professionals.